seeped out. The face and front are open to the world. Bob finds the urge to spew, but it's not like he hasn't come across such a scene before. A rustle and crunch behind him. Ferns lift, and a figure steps through in backwards gear. You? Where there's a will, there really is a way. Of course there is. There always was, and would be. Bob waves his hand sadly at the deer corpse. Poor bugger's come a cropper. Shame, says the visitor, nodding. Count the seconds. A sob of anguish. Oh, God. Then a sound somewhere between a thump and a cough. Barely enough to disturb the blowflies. Chapter 1. The river is in fine form this Thursday morning, bubbling through the gorge and catching the green of the surrounding pine plantations. I even saw a trout yesterday in the deep part of the pool. Imagine that. Some days it's so clear you can see a bloody fish 300 metres away through your window, especially when you have a telescopic sight. I'm locked on the centre of the man's back. He hasn't realised he's been spotted. Broad shoulders, he's an easy target. My finger curls on the trigger. One squeeze and he's gone. The river will carry him down to the sounds and out with the tide. They keep on coming, and I have to keep on sending them away. Otherwise it'll never stop. You can't shoot him, Nick. Vanessa nudges me with her hip and plants a mug of coffee at my elbow. He's got resource consent from the council. Fucking gold miners. Why don't they just piss off and leave us alone? 2 days a week, September to April. Even then the river needs to be low enough for him to get in with his dredge. It's rained most weekends since. She pats my knee. It's just his silly hobby. 1 more week to go and that's it until spring. Relax, pet. Ever since a Canadian company discovered a significant deposit of the yellow stuff down near the pub 18 months ago, gold fever has returned to the valley after 150 years. Men, and it usually is men, from all walks of life but with the same greedy gleam in the eye, knock at our door regularly. With friendly smiles they ask if it's okay to use our path to access the river to Pan and Fossick, to park their utes in our driveway, to store their dredging and excavation gear in our shed. Mate? No, it's not. I'm beginning to see deliverance from the point of view of the hillbillies. And then their smile slips, and it's clear they never wanted to be your friend in the first place. Chancers and users, the lot of them. You better get to work, Grumblebum. You're obsessing again. Vanessa swallows the rest of her coffee. Paulie, she yells. Time to go. Vanessa's teaching at Havelock Primary, but it's her turn to get Paulie to his high school, 20 k's west in the opposite direction. Early starts all round, but Vanessa is loving it, and Paulie seems happy enough. Lunch, he says, peering into his school bag anxiously. No, I couldn't be bothered today, sweetie. See what you can scrounge from the other kids. Mom! Joke. You, in the car, now. She leans over and kisses me, slips her tongue between my lips. Have a nice day. I promise to try. Paulie has found his ham roll and a banana. He gives me a thumbs up and heads for the door. Through the window, I see the miner has pulled on a wetsuit and started up the dredge. A souped-up lawnmower hum fills the gorge and drowns out the river and bird sounds. A plume of grey sludge blossoms from the infernal machine and clouds the pristine waters. Driving down the Wakamarina Valley Road, I pass more and more logging sites. As usual, it's yin and yang. Paradise around one corner, Mordor the next. I read somewhere recently a description of New Zealand as being like a beautiful woman with a ravaging cancer. Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Cancer is nasty, whether you're beautiful or not. Maybe it's saying that the beauty is dangerously deceptive, and by the time we all recognise the symptoms, it'll be too late. The trees planted...